Hey guys, Plain and Simple Man here, and today I want to talk about why I wear the bag. Now, I've touched on this in the past in a couple of videos, but I never dedicated an entire video as to why I wear a paper bag. And I've been doing YouTube now, at least I uploaded my first video for my channel about a year and 2 months ago. So I've been going since March of, actually 3 months ago, March of 2014 is when I uploaded my first video. And the first thing that comes to people's mind when they have not seen my video, when they have not seen my content, is the obvious. They see me in front of them with a bag on. And a lot of people have said, hey, are you a coward? You know, why are you hiding your face? One guy says that I have a good commentating voice, I speak well, and that I don't need to wear a bag. And I get everybody's concerns, and I understand why people think that maybe I'm hiding myself. Yeah, I'm hiding myself, but I'm not trying to hide anything. There's a difference. There's a reason I wear the bag, and that's why I wanted to come here today and talk to you guys about it, especially for you guys that are new to my channel. When you come here, you obviously see me with a bag on. Well, first of all, Plain and Simple Man. Let's start right there. That's my gamer tag. In Xbox, that's my YouTube channel, Plain and Simple Man. And think about it, plain and simple. That really defines me. And most of you guys don't know who I am, but in real life, I've always been plain and simple. I've always appreciated the things that maybe not everybody would appreciate. You know, some people like monetary things. Some people like to buy expensive things, and some people have to be happy when they buy expensive things. Not to say that I can't get those things or anything like that, but I've always been satisfied with the things that are plain and simple in my life. And when I started the channel, I wanted to come up with a name that actually defined who I was. So Plain and Simple Man. I wanted it to be Simple Man, but it was already taken. So I went with Plain and Simple Man. Plain and simple. And sometimes I'll even sign off with Plain and Simple. So I had the name, I had the gamer tag, but I wanted to do something different. And I was talking to a friend at work, and I told him, I said, I'm thinking about starting up a YouTube channel. I already have the concept. I already have a channel, but I just never uploaded a video, and I had to rename my old channel to Plain and Simple Man. And he said, you ought to try to do something that maybe nobody else has done. And it's really hard in the gaming genre to do something that nobody else has done. It's not easy because there's only so far that you can go. I mean, it's video games. So I said, well, as far as the gameplay goes, I can get creative as I want. And I've put out some pretty creative videos with blindfolded Call of Duty, things that maybe not a lot of people do. So that's kind of the motive of my channel. But what can I do for myself? And I thought, I got to do something way different, something that nobody else that I've seen do. And so the paper bag came up. And when it came up, it was kind of a joke. Like, yeah, I should wear a paper bag. That'd be kind of funny. But then I thought about it. You know, I'm a huge, huge sports fan. I love sports. And the thing is, I love teams that aren't good. I'm from New York, okay? All right, originally, living in Arizona now. So I like teams like the Mets, the Knicks, the Rangers, and the Jets. And some of you are probably thinking, well, why not pick the Giants and the Yankees? Well, that's another story. Anyway, all those teams aren't very good. And over the years, watching these teams, I remember going to Shea Stadium as a kid. And I remember going to a St. Louis Cardinal game, and I remember looking at some of the people in the stands, and the Mets were in last place. This was 1985. I was just a little kid, and I noticed these guys wearing paper bags, and I asked my dad, I said, you know, what's the deal with the paper bags? I mean, he says, yeah, they're just ashamed of the Mets. They're ashamed, you know. And I said, you know what? They're ashamed of the Mets, but at least they're still there. I'm giving them credit because they're still there. So, you know, the paper bag now symbolizes my love for those teams, even to this day, giving back to those people who suffered, people who have went to games in the rain and watched their teams just not play well, but they still went to the game wearing the paper bag. So this is kind of a double-edged sword, so to speak, because it's there because it's different. Nobody else really that I know of wears a paper bag. And it's kind of a give back to all the fans out there like myself who've rooted for some pretty bad teams over the years, but still went to the games. And really think about it, guys. What's more plain and simple than a paper bag? I mean, I could have went out and bought a mask. I mean, if I was really here to hide myself, I probably would have went out and bought a mask. Something really cool and comfortable. But no, I went with a bag because it's plain, it's simple, it's a throwback, it's a give back, it's an honorable thing for the people that have watched the teams over the years, and I'm still suffering when it comes to sports. My Rangers made the Stanley Cup Finals last year and lost. They tried to get out of the Eastern Conference this year and they lost. In 2000, when the Mets played the Yankees in the World Series, and my son, I was literally watching the game prior to my son being born in the delivery room, and the Mets were losing that game. That was back in 2000. In 1986, when I was 15 years old, the Mets won the World Series, and I saw that. So I've had hard times rooting for my teams. They've always lost. This paper bag symbolizes that, plain and simple. And it's become who I am with my channel. It's like I can't even take it off even if I wanted to. People, think about Christmas, right? You give somebody a gift. It's this huge box, right? They don't know what's inside, but the anticipation of something really cool is awesome. And then all of a sudden they open the box and it's, oh wow, it's a rock. That's kind of not like I'm a disappointment. My point is, it's the whole idea of not knowing who I am, which to me is kind of cool. It keeps you guys thrown for a loop, maybe frustrates some of you. Some of you have given me some grief for wearing the bag. And guys, that's completely understandable, but this has become part of my channel, and I love it. I love the fact that I'm a gamer that has something original, something that nobody else can take away from me. You may find people that wear bags, but I like to think that I was the one that started it all, and so I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't have a lot of the things that a lot of other gamers have as far as the popularity contest. I'm a different kind of cat, man. I dance to the beat of my own drum. I'm completely different, and this bag is me, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna give this bag up. Think about looking at a beautiful girl, right? You see a nice hot chick in a long dress, right? It leaves room for imagination, right, guys? But at the same time, a mini skirt is pretty good once in a while as well. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to kind of shed light as to why I wear the paper bag. And guys, at the end of the day, it's my channel. You may be disappointed. You may say, oh, you don't have to. It's my channel, guys. You guys worry about your own channels, okay? I'm not trying to be mean, but leave me be. This is who I am. I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of the fact that I wear a bag. And before I go, just to say one more thing, you know what else is cool about wearing a paper bag on my head? Knowing that the kids in my son's class, both of my boys, their class, they've asked me to make paper bags for them. I feel like a celebrity, man, to my kids. How cool is that? Their kids look up to their dad, a YouTuber, a gamer that wears a paper bag on his head. To me, there's nothing more cool than that, than to be able to make my kids happy and do something cool for them and their friends. And as always, guys, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, check out my stream, my Twitch channel. I'm gonna leave the link down below. You guys have a good one. I'm plain and simple, man. The original gamer with the bag on his head, and I'm not taking it off anytime soon. Peace.